So I'm standing in the grocery store last week looking at two apples. They look identical. Same size, same color, same everything. But one costs almost double the other. And I'm thinking, am I about to spend extra money on something genuinely better for me? Or am I just paying for a sticker? That question sent me down a rabbit hole of peer-reviewed studies and some genuinely surprising findings. Today, I'm sharing all of it, the good, the bad, and the parts the organic industry would rather you not know about. What does organic actually mean? Let's start at the beginning, because most people use the word organic without knowing what it means legally. In the US, EU, Australia, and Canada, organic certification means food was grown without synthetic pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, or GMOs, and for animal products, without routine antibiotics or growth hormones. Sounds straightforward, but here's the first thing worth knowing. Organic farming still uses pesticides. They're naturally derived ones. Copper sulfate, for example, is approved for organic use and is actually more toxic to aquatic life than many synthetic alternatives. Natural and safe are not the same word, and that matters as we go through this. The pesticide question. This is probably the biggest reason people go organic. Fear of pesticide residues on conventional food. And it's worth examining seriously. The Environmental Working Group publishes a dirty dozen list every year. 12 fruits and vegetables with the highest detected residues. Strawberries, spinach, kale, grapes consistently top it. Studies confirm that people eating conventional produce have higher urinary pesticide metabolite levels than those eating organic. A 2019 study in JAMA Internal Medicine, following nearly 70,000 French adults, found that frequent organic consumers had a 25% lower cancer risk overall, with non-Hodgkin lymphoma and postmenopausal breast cancer showing the most significant reductions. That's a large study. That's a real number. But, and this is important, epidemiological studies show correlation, not causation. People who buy organic also tend to exercise more, smoke less, and eat more vegetables overall. Isolating organic food specifically from that entire lifestyle is genuinely difficult. What we do know is that pesticide residues on conventional produce are typically well below regulatory safety thresholds set by bodies like the FDA and European Food Safety Authority. The debate isn't whether residues exist. They do. It's whether those levels cause harm over a lifetime. Science hasn't fully answered that yet. Are there real nutritional differences? This is the part I find genuinely fascinating. Does organic food actually contain more nutrients? In 2014, the British Journal of Nutrition published one of the largest meta-analyses on this, covering 343 studies. Organic crops had significantly higher concentrations of certain antioxidants, including polyphenols, by up to 19 to 69%. They also had lower cadmium, a toxic heavy metal, and lower nitrogen levels. A separate 2012 Stanford meta-analysis of 237 studies reached a more cautious conclusion, finding no strong evidence that organic foods are significantly more nutritious overall. Two massive, credible meta-analyses, slightly different conclusions. The difference comes down to methodology and what each study chose to measure. My honest read: the nutritional differences appear real but modest. Whether they translate into meaningful, long-term health outcomes is still an open question. Hey, real quick, if you're finding this useful, hit the like button right now. It genuinely helps this reach more people asking the same questions. Okay, back to it. Organic meat and dairy. When it comes to animal products, the research gets notably more favorable to organic. A 2016 meta-analysis in the British Journal of Nutrition, covering 196 studies, found that organic milk and meat contained around 50% more omega-3 fatty acids than conventional equivalents. Omega-3s are linked to reduced cardiovascular disease risk, better brain health, and lower inflammation. That's not a small difference. And the reason is simple: organic livestock spend more time outdoors eating grass, which directly improves the fatty acid profile of what they produce. The antibiotic angle also matters on a global scale. Around 70% of medically important antibiotics worldwide are used in conventional livestock farming, contributing to antibiotic resistance, which the World Health Organization calls one of the biggest threats to global health. Organic regulations prohibit routine antibiotic use. On this point, choosing organic animal products has implications beyond just your own body. The marketing machine. Now let's talk about what the organic industry doesn't advertise. The global organic market was valued at around $220 billion in 2023 and is projected to nearly double by 2030. This is a business, and like any business, it uses emotionally loaded language. Pure, natural, clean, wholesome. These words aren't regulated the way certified organic is. They're marketing. Some products say made with organic ingredients, which in the US only requires 70% organic content. Others are certified organic, but still highly processed. Organic sugar, organic chips, organic cookies, organic refined sugar, and conventional refined sugar are metabolized by your body in exactly the same way. The label is not a health halo. There's also a socioeconomic dimension worth naming directly. Organic food costs 20 to 100% more on average than conventional equivalents. For many families, that's simply not an option. The framing of organic as the responsible choice carries an implied judgment against people who can't afford it, and that framing deserves to be rejected. So what should you actually do? After going through all of this, here's where I've personally landed. Not as advice, just as how I think about it. For produce, if you're going to prioritize organic, focus on thin-skinned fruits and vegetables you eat whole. Strawberries, grapes, apples, spinach, bell peppers. These are the items where residue is hardest to wash off. For thick-skinned produce, you don't eat avocados, onions, pineapple. Conventional is generally fine. The EWG's Clean 15 list is a useful guide here. For dairy and meat, the omega-3 research and the antibiotic resistance argument give organic a genuinely stronger case. Grass-fed and pasture-raised labels on conventional products can offer some of the same fatty acid benefits at a lower price point, so those are worth considering too. And if organic isn't financially realistic right now, the single most evidence-backed thing you can do for your health is simply eat more whole fruits and vegetables, conventional or organic. The research on that is not ambiguous. So, health upgrade or marketing scam? My answer is neither, cleanly. The truth in the middle is more nuanced than either side wants to admit. There are real, documented benefits: reduced pesticide exposure, better fatty acid profiles in animal products, genuine environmental advantages. Those aren't invented, but a lot of organic marketing is emotionally manipulative. The nutritional differences are smaller than the price gap suggests, and organic processed food is still just processed food. What I wanted to give you today wasn't a verdict, just enough honest information to make a decision that actually fits your life. All the studies I mentioned are linked in the description. Read them yourself. And if this kind of evidence-based content is what you're here for, please subscribe. I work hard to make sure everything in these videos is grounded in real research, not just trends. See you in the next one.